Batistuta. Gabriel Omar Batistuta, or simply Batistuta, born in Reconquista on February 1, 1969, is an Argentine former footballer who played as a center forward. Batistuta was a great header, he kicked hard with both legs. In a short space he had a great start and was also characterized by his race and opportunism, and a certain individualism. He had his heyday in Italian football, both at Fiorentina and Roma. He is Fiorentina's all-time top scorer with 202 goals and is the second highest scorer in the history of the Argentina national team, with 56 goals in 78 matches. In the 1998-1999 season, he was named the third best player in the world. Batistuta appeared in football very late, in 1988, as he only left basketball at the age of 17 to dedicate himself to the sport where he made a career as a goal scorer, inspired by the 1986 World Cup, won by Argentina. He debuted with Newell's Old Boys in 1988. Coach Marcelo Bielsa added him to the team to replace Abel Balba, recently sold to River Plate, after Newell's managed to win the Argentine championship in 1987-88. In his first semester with the Rosario team, Batistuta reached the final of the Libertadores Cup. The club won the first leg by 1-0, but the title stayed with Nacional, who won 3-0 in Uruguay. In the Argentine league, the team would finish 1988-89 only 12th. The promising start, however, did not continue. River reached the semi-finals of the 1990 Libertadores, falling only on penalties, and won the Argentine championship in 1989-90, but without the young man's effective contribution, he would not have space with coach Daniel Passarella and would only stay that season in Núñez. The club by arch-rivals Boca Juniors. Batistuta would not stay. After the Copa America, won by Argentina with him as top scorer, he was transferred to Italian football, signed by Fiorentina. His ephemeral passage and without official titles would not prevent him from being considered, however, as one of the greatest idols in the history of Boca Juniors. After some adaptation difficulties, Batistuta definitively imposed himself in the Viola team. In the first season, he already scored 13 times in defensive Italian football. In the second, there were 16 in 27 games, however, Fiorentina, even just 16 points behind champions Milan, ended up being relegated. Despite relegation, Batistuta remained loyal to the team and, with his goals, helped the club return to Serie A the following season. He returned to the top division of the Italian league in 1994-1995 and, just that season, was the competition's top scorer with 26 goals, breaking a record for league goals. Another mark he surpassed in Boca was goals in consecutive games, scoring 13 times in 11 matches. In 2000, after 10 years as a Fiorentina player, having scored 40% of the team's goals in the period, he was sold to Roma, carrying out the second most expensive transfer in the history of world football.